This is Friday, December 9th, 2022. Friday, December 9th, 2022. This is video segment number 2. In this video segment, we'll be checking the spider for leaks and be checking for the spider for leaks. And that's pretty much it. And the pressure, the fuel pressure, and hopefully no leaks when I first turn this on. And we'll be watching the gauge here for pressure. Not that, let me get this gauge moved. That's compression tester. And hopefully we got enough pressure. Well, excuse me, I am totally wrong. Again, that's a vacuum gauge. Pressure gauge is reading, it went up to 60 and then it came back down. Okay. And I am not cranking the engine because you don't want that. You want to check for leaks on the spider, on the central multi-port fuel injection, or CPI. Excuse the walking. I hope to edit out walking later, but I need better diagrams for this engine, for the upper planter and intake. But anyway, I see no leaks on the spider, none. If it was leaking, it would be leaking from the relief hole on the regulator. And when you turn off the ignition, it should hold pressure. If you see a significant loss of pressure when you turn off the ignition, you got a problem of some kind, usually the regulator. But I don't see any problem with this spider. So in the next video, we'll have the plenum on, and I'll crank it probably without the distributor first to see what readings I get with just the plenum installed. And it's fairly simple to install this plenum, but you want all these surfaces really clean. And I use a razor blade. And then install the new gasket with the indicator, the red indicator. Here, let me tell you. The Felpro gasket has got a red indicator on pointing upward. So that has to be putty. And then we'll install the distributor. And let me check the pressure one more time. Turn it on and see what happens. Goes up to 60 initially and then bleeds back down to like 55. This is really too low. It should be at least 60. So I may have a problem with the fuel pressure. And when it was running, I saw it fluctuating. So the reason I'm doing all this is to solve a hunting at idle problem with the engine that's annoying in traffic, or when you're waiting for fast food or whatever. The engine is seeking hunting. Doesn't have a steady idle. It goes up and it doesn't kill out, and it starts well, it just doesn't idle properly. So in the next step, I'll be installing the plenum, and that'll take a little while. So, and then after that we'll go on to just cranking it without starting it, without the distributor, and then see what pressure we get on the intake manifold with the plenum installed. And then I'll install the distributor and try to get this running. But I really need some simplified diagrams that show where all these bolts go, and because I missed a bolt and I had a heck of a time getting this upper plenum off, or the intake manifold off the engine, the lower intake manifold. This is Dennis John Sietsma Productions, Homestead, Florida, USA. Homestead is south of Miami, north of Key Largo, on southeast Florida. And I hope you're enjoying the video series. I hope to edit this into a proper video production later and get rid of the crudity when I learn how to edit videos better. But for now, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.